Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. The Jerome Strickland channel. Thank you for your time tonight. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your interest in this subject matter. Like I say many times before, not many people is interested in this subject matter. But you are an open-minded, spiritual being that is looking for the truth. You want the truth. You're hungry for the truth. You seek the truth. You just want to be happy. And you just want to know who you really are. You've been in religion. You've been reading books. You've been thinking. You've been watching videos such as this, trying to figure it all out. Well, that's what this channel is for. To try and help you figure it all out. So, let's get on with the lesson. Today, I want to talk about the competitive nature of this reality. I want to talk about this competitive nature in this reality. It seems like a rat race, doesn't it? It seems like some sort of mad dash to the top, to be the richest, to be the strongest, to be the fastest, to be the best. But what's it all about? Why is mankind so competitive? And I'm about to tell you right here today. One of the things that makes us competitive, is many of us, or all of us, have been taught that there is a lack. That there is a lack in land. There is a lack in food. There is a lack in everything. And so it's about our survival. You see, inside of us, inside of our brains, we have a mechanism that is geared for self-preservation, that is geared for survival. And because of the feeling of lack and this desire or this hunger or this need for survival, has created a competitive mankind. But it should not have ever been this way. One thing we don't know, or many of us don't know, is that there is plenty to go around. There is plenty of land. There is plenty of food. There is plenty of shelter to go around. But because of the introduction of money and the mindset of scarcity, we are in a mindset of competition, trying to be better than the next man. But do you not know that you are sovereign? And your sovereignty has been stolen from you. Your sovereignty has been taken away from you. You have been tricked out of your sovereignty, your right for survival for you and your family. But look around you. Look at the competitive nature. Look at the competitive nature on your job. Look at the competitive nature in traffic. Look at the competitive nature in your local department store. Look at the competitive nature in your own family. Husbands and wives, brothers and sisters, sons and daughters. There is a competitive nature, and you ask yourself, is this normal? Is this normal human behavior? Where did this competitive nature come from? Like I said earlier, it is from a belief that there is lack. Imagine if there was plenty to go around. Imagine if there was no money. There was plenty of land. All you had to do was pick your land. There was plenty of shelter. All you had to do was build your own shelter. There is plenty of food, more food than you and everybody else's family can eat. You see, I'm about to let y'all in on a little secret. The earth is not round. You see, they have been teaching you that the earth is round, floating aimlessly through outer space. And that earth has only so much land. That the majority of earth is actually water, with only a certain small percentage. I think it's like 13% or something like that. That is land. And we have 7 billion people fighting for survival over this land and over its resources. What if I told you that the earth is not a round ball floating through space, but that it is a flat surface that is sitting on an infinite, I said infinite plane that is separated by ice walls. And there is plenty of land to go around. And there is plenty of other land masses beyond the poles. What if I told you that? Hold on, just excuse me for 1 second. You see, as truth began to rise up within me, I feel something in my throat trying to take away my voice. trying to make me not speak the truth. We sit on an infinite plane, and this infinite plane is separated by ice walls, and there is more than enough land to go around. There is more than enough food to go around. There is more than enough water. But they don't want you to know this. Because to know this is for them to lose control. You know, the scientists speak against it. And they have taught you this from a very early age. The earth is round and it's floating through space, aimlessly through space. And space is this infinite place. Space is a vacuum. And the stars are frequency. But you are not supposed to know this. You're not supposed to know that the earth is a flat, infinite plane separated by ice wall, and there are plenty other land masses out there. Yes. Back to the competitive nature. And because of this, we think the world is round, and there is limited land mass, and there is limited resources to go around. We compete. And because there is a monetary system in place, we compete. And because we compete, we are trying to outdo one another. Some of us have gotten to the point where we're stabbing each other in the back, even trying to take one another out. Because we have a limited mindset. We have a mindset of lack. But here is the meat of my message. You should have a mindset of abundance. Because a mindset of lack causes you to get in a low frequency. And the low frequency causes you to be in a competitive nature, in a competitive mindset. You see, if there was plenty to go around and there was no lack, there would be no need to compete. There would be no need to stab your brother or your sister in the back. There will be no need to take the other one out. There will be no need to outdo the other one. Love will become the dominant force on this flat, infinite plane that is separated by ice walls. But again, you are not supposed to know this. For you are taught this like so many other things in religion, so many other things in politics, and you were taught things, and because of this, you were put in a box. And within that box is limited beliefs. And the minute or the second you decide to come out of that box, you draw attention to yourself. The minute you decide to be an open-minded person, the minute you decide to expand your awareness, the minute you decide to look around, the minute is where you become noticed. And because of this, there are secrets that they can't keep anymore, that are getting out. The secrets of abundance all around you, and in infinity all around you. Think about this. What is eternity? How long is eternity? Think about this. Every blade of grass, imagine this, every blade of grass represents 1,000,000 years. Every blade of grass that has ever existed represents 1,000,000 years. And if you've lived through every blade of grass, you've only lived one day in eternity. Think about that for a minute. It is the same with the infinite plane. As far as you can go, there is no end. There is no end in landmass. There is no end in resources. Think about the oil. You notice that the oil always gets replenished underneath the earth. How could this be on a spinning globe? Look at the oil consumption. How could this be on a spinning globe unless we sit on a flat plane? Well, what is above us, somebody may say. Above us is the higher frequency realms, and below us is the lower frequency realms. And we sit on what Norse mythology calls Midgard. Look it up. Norse mythology calls this Midgard. We sit in the middle. And this is a big playing board to see if you're going to rise to a higher frequency and a higher vibration in this life, and then you will move up to the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth, ninth heaven till you reach source. Or if you have lived your life in a low frequency, you will go into a denser frequency realm. This is a test. This is a game. This is a simulated reality that sits on an infinite plane. But you're not supposed to know that. We are so competitive because of a mindset of lack. So I encourage you today, get a mindset of abundance. It is only when you are in a mindset of abundance can you exhale and take a deep breath. It's only when you're in a mindset of abundance and stop chasing and competing and just be your sovereign self, then abundance will chase you down. Because we were meant to be in a place of abundance. Everything around you is abundant. So why are you not abundant? Because you have a lack mindset. So I say get rid of your lacking mindset and replace it with a mindset of abundance. It is your sovereign right to be abundant. And this truth, you may accept it or you may reject it. Or you can say this is just one man's opinion. However, look into your heart. Look deep into your heart. I'm not talking about your programmed heart. I'm talking about your sovereign heart. And what does it tell you? It tells you something is not right. It tells you something or some truths that has not come forward. You are meant to be a sovereign, abundant being. Get in touch with your source self, your spiritual self, and start having an abundant mindset. It is your natural state. We must get away from this competitive mindset and realize that we are abundant. We need to stop trying to tear each other down. We need to stop trying to beat one another and outdo one another and look down on one another. Our ego wants the best and biggest house. Our ego wants the best and biggest car. Our ego wants the most money. But our sovereignty says that we are already abundant. So I say, move out of the competitiveness and move into your sovereignty, your sovereign right to be abundant. And so once you get into this frequency, you will draw abundance to you. Know that there is an abundance of everything. You must get into that frequency. Don't worry about how it looks. Don't worry about the physicality of it or how it's going to work out. You just step into your sovereign abundance mindset. Because we live in an abundant universe. There is no lack. Lack is an illusion. Lack is a lie. You are a sovereign being. So I say step into your sovereignty. There is no need to hate your brother. There is no need to stab your brother in the back. There is no need to take from anyone. Just get an abundance mindset. And as you are in this abundance mindset, abundance will reign upon you. Get out of your lack mindset. And if you get out of your lack mindset, the reason why you are in lack is because you have created a world of lack around you, because you have a lack mindset. Replace your lacking mindset with an abundance mindset. Start in the mornings. Immediately thank God. Immediately be thankful for all that you have. Be thankful for your abundance. Even for the things that are not physically in your reality yet. Be thankful for the things that you want. Be thankful that you have enough already. Do that first thing in the morning. The first words before your feet hit the floor. Say at least 10 or 12 or as many as you can things that you are thankful for. And it will start your day off right. The reason why we have all these laws, the reason why we have governments, the reason why we have monetary system is because of a mindset of lack. The box. You've been put in a box called Earth. But you're not in a box. You must set yourself free. What is the firmament? It is simply the box that you've been put into. It is a box on your mind. It is a box on your thinking. What if the firmament was not a physical firmament, but it was the firmament on your mind, the lacking mindset, meaning there is a dome or a glass ceiling. I'm not saying that there isn't a physical firmament, but there is a firmament on your mind saying, I can only go so high. I can only go so far, and that's it. No. Take the firmament off of your mind and get away from the lacking mindset. You are sovereign and you are protected. As you raise your frequency and vibration, you have nothing to fear, for you are a spiritual being. Fear is a low frequency. To be in fear is to be in a low frequency. Think only good thoughts. Think of yourself already in the place that you want to be. Think of yourself already being the person that you want to be. Think of yourself having all the things that you want to have. Don't worry about the how. Just step into your abundance. Step into your sovereignty. Don't worry about who. Don't worry about the competitors. Remember, lack is a mindset. So is competition. Competition is an illusion. Competition is born out of a state of lack, out of a mindset of lack. Once you realize this, that you are sovereign and you can step into your abundance, there will be no need to compete. You just manifest what you need by stepping into a higher frequency, being happy, being content. I'm not saying don't work and don't achieve any goals. But what I mean is, if you get in a higher frequency, everything will fall into place. Everything will flow. The flow has stopped when you put a box on the water. When you put a blockage in the water, the flow stops. But take away the blockage, and the water of abundance flows. I'm going to make one or two more points. You see, when you know that you are sovereign, when you know there is no lack, you're not afraid to take risks. You're not afraid to step out of the boat and onto the water. It is the fear of the circumstance. It is a fear of the way things appear that causes you to be afraid. You see, successful people, they take the necessary risk in order to step out of their mindset of lack and into a mindset of abundance. It's not a risk, it's just you stepping out of a mindset of lack. Some people call it faith. Step out of that mindset of lack and step into a mindset of abundance. I know that life is full of ups and downs, and I'm not saying everything's going to be roses and tulips. But if you have a mindset of abundance, you ain't worried about none of it because you know that you are a sovereign spiritual being that can manifest abundance at any time by your high frequency and high vibrations. Also, you are thankful for what you already have. You are taken care of. You see, don't worry about anything, but already put your mind on already what you want. Take away the worry. Take away the fear. These are low frequency places. Stay in a, it is very simple. The equation is very simple. Stay in a high frequency and a high vibration. And see yourself. Live as though you have enough already. Live as though, even though we live in a monetary system, live as though you already have enough money. Live as though you already have all that you need. Live as though you are already abundant. And then abundance would just gravitate to you. It's that easy. Give the polarity time to shift. Don't say things like, well, it ain't working, or I don't think this is gonna work. That guy don't know what he's talking about. Who is he? How does he know all of this stuff? All I ask you to do is just try it. Try it. Give it a chance. Take your mind out of that box that you've been put into, that box of programming, and know that you don't have to compete. You just have to manifest. That's all I want to leave y'all with tonight. Have a mindset of abundance. That's all you have to do. Live your life in abundance. Think abundance. Feel abundance. In a high frequency and a high vibration. Just try it. Be thankful. Be happy. Live your life as a sovereign being you were created to be. And watch you live your best life. You can transition from the programming of lack into the freedom of abundance. That's my video for today. Remember, think abundance. I'll see you on the next video. God bless.